I just finished building the Lord of the Rings Rivendell set. This is what I like, and this is what I don't like about this set. I really like the overall look of Rivendell. The model looks absolutely incredible on display, and it includes several of the most familiar structures located in Rivendell. I like the size of Rivendell, which measures in at 72 centimeters in length and 39 centimeters in width. I like how they constructed the circular stone which lies beneath the council courtyard, as well as the stone floor beneath the archway and the gazebo. Instead of using tiles to smooth out the floor, they used the snot building technique that is normally seen in mock builds. I like how they made the gazebo because it looks very ornate. They used a bunch of toilet seats as well as long tooth pieces and the scrollwork elements. I don't like the fact that the main structure is cut in half. However, the price would have been twice as large and the piece count would have been twice as big if we had gotten the other half of the building. Having said that, I do like how the back half of Rivendell looks. They have cool looking archways to separate the rooms. It basically looks like one half of a hallway, which I like. I like how they tiled up the bottom floor with a cool looking printed design. And I like how they used an even different printed design to construct a star shape in the middle. I don't like all the studs that are exposed in the different rooms and hallways of Rivendell. They would have looked better if they were all tiled up. So I tiled up my version of Rivendell, and I think it looks a lot better. I don't like all the stickers provided in this set. It would have looked a lot better if all the designs were on printed tiles instead. Having said that, I do like all the designs of the stickers because they look great and they are accurate to the movie. I like how they made the waterfall behind the stone bridge, and I like how the water flows beneath the bridge and how they used the white bricks to denote bubbles forming on the other side of the river. I like how the entire build is not a completely horizontally straight structure. Instead, they angled the main building, the stone bridge, and the gazebo on the surface of the terrain. This configuration greatly increases the depth of this model and it enhances its realism. I like how the structure is assembled in 3 connected sections because this makes it much easier to transport the model. I like how the roof looks. They used a lot of 1x1 tiles to construct a beautiful pattern of sand blue, tan, nougat, and sand green. You would think it would be very difficult to make these 1x1 tiles straight. So I like how the instruction manual provides a technique where you can use a long plate and slide it in between the 1x1 tiles to make them all straight. I like how the roof has a curved edge at the bottom instead of just being straight. And beneath this curved edge of the roof, I like the fancy columns which create an entrance to the courtyard. They make good use of the scrollwork elements and the aqua-colored cupcake cases. I like how the side of the main building looks, where they have white archways along the ground floor and slender white columns on the second floor. I like the gray circular brick-built stone tower built into the main building. It's cool how they used monochromatic gray minifigures to represent statues at the bottom of the tower. And I like all the detail within the tower itself. The octagonal shape looks fantastic, and I like the decorative stonework beneath the sand green roof. But I don't like how difficult it is to reach inside the window to fit a minifigure behind the white railing. I like how you can separate a narrow slice of the larger structure to easily access the interior of the rooms. I like how they made the brick-built bed on the top floor where Frodo recovers from his injury. And I like how we get Bilbo's writing desk where he completes the Red Book of Westmarch, recounting his adventures. However, it's weird that the Red Book is actually a reddish-brown color with a sticker. I like how they have a Mithril shirt inside the chest. However, unfortunately, it's represented by a sticker on a 2x2 tile. I like how they made the bookshelf on the bottom floor. I like all the weapons provided in this set. However, I would have liked the colors of the weapons to be varied instead of just being a pearl silver color. I like all the trees provided in this set. It's cool that all the trees look different and we get an arrangement of colors as well. I also like how they constructed the trunk of the central tree, making it look very thick and old with a combination of various cylindrical parts protruding from the trunk. I like how they constructed the chairs that circle the courtyard. It's clever how they used nougat popsicle sticks and nougat sausages to create these chairs. And I like the star-shaped table at the center of the courtyard where the one ring can be placed. I like how you can lift the stone floor of the courtyard to reveal the Eye of Sauron underneath. However, I don't like how the eye is just surrounded by exposed black plates. They should have put more thought into this area to clean it up or at least add some fire and flame decoration. I like the design at the center of the courtyard, which is created with cleverly positioned printed tiles. I like how you can display the courtyard separately from Rivendell because it can stand alone as a smaller Lord of the Ring display. However, the overall build would look odd without the courtyard, and with the Eye of Sauron just exposed. I like how Frodo and Bilbo Baggins' short legs can be swapped for headlight bricks with 1x1 plates underneath. This makes it possible for them to sit in chairs. I also like how we get decorated 2x2 curved slopes that can replace the robes worn by Elrond and Gandalf, so they can sit in chairs as well. I like the statue of the elven princess who is holding a shattered sword. I like how we get an armory situated in the lower valley beneath the gazebo. We get a furnace that is hollowed into the rock with a trans-orange flame inside. I don't like how the roots of the tree are wrapped around the furnace because it looks a little awkward. I like the armory, which is positioned beside the forge because we get an assortment of weapons inside. And I like how you can easily remove the gazebo to access the weapons inside the armory. I like all 15 minifigures that we get in this set. I like the Bilbo Baggins minifigure with his white hair and accurate tan waistcoat. He has dual printed short legs and an alternate face where he has angry eyes. eyes. I like the Frodo Baggins minifigure, who has a nice looking torso, green cape, and dual printed legs. Frodo also has an alternate face where his eyes are in a trance. I like the Samwise Gamgee, Merry, and Pippin minifigures. All the torsos are unique and different in color and style. And I like how all their hairstyles are the same, but in different colors. I like the fact that all the hobbits have dual printed legs to depict that they have bare feet. I like the Aragorn minifigure, who is wearing a formal attire for the Council of Elrond. I like how his torso print blends into his legs. I like the Boromir minifigure, who is wearing a dark blue robe which is richly detailed in metallic silver accents. He has an ornate looking belt and dark red sleeves. And I like the circular shield that he can hold. I like the Gandalf the Grey minifigure, who comes with his iconic hat, long grey beard, and grey robe. I also like how Gandalf is given a hairpiece if you want to display him without his hat. I like the Legolas minifigure, who has fabulous printing on his torso and legs. I like how his leg piece has 3 printings on it, with the bottom part of his shirt, his pants, and his boots. I like Legolas's hairpiece, which has his elf ears molded into it. His hairpiece looks great from the front, side, and back. I like the Gimli minifigure, who is wearing an awesome dwarf helmet. He has a great looking orange beard, which has a nice texture to it. His torso looks fantastic as well, and I like how Gimli is given a hairpiece if you want to display him without his helmet. I like the Glowing minifigure, who is Gimli's father. He has the same beard mold as Gimli, but in white. I like the Elrond minifigure, who is wearing an elegant dark red robe with bronze metallic silver colors underneath. I like the silver circlet on his forehead, and his hairpiece looks great from the front, side, and back. I like the Arwen minifigure, who is wearing a white and metallic silver dress that looks amazing. She has the same hairpiece as Elrond, which looks great from the front, side, and back. I like the 2 unnamed elf minifigures, who have the same elf hairpiece with the molded ears. I like the dark bluish gray outfits that they are wearing with the sand green and metallic silver accents. I like the building experience of this set. Aside from placing all those 1x1 colored tiles on the roof, there weren't any repetitive builds, and it was very satisfying to build all the rock work, trees, and even tiling up the roof was fun when it came to straightening the 1x1 tiles with a long plate. It took me 3 days to go through all the 40 bags, but it was quite enjoyable. So, what do you like? What do you don't like? Comment below, let me know, and we will see you all in the next video.